On August 14, 2025, Amos Rwangomani, a national resistance movement cadre, was reportedly abducted from Mulago Business Centre by individuals believed to be security operatives attached to the Special Forces Command SFC. Claire Atekateka, wife to Amos Rwangomani, recounts the events, emphasizing that since then, no official communication has ever been made to her, despite several inquiries to security agencies.
It was a Saturday at around 5 p.m. They came two men. They were putting on a SFC uniform. They told my husband, who is Amos Rwangomani, that there is someone calling in the vehicle. So he stood up and went to the vehicle. When he entered the car, immediately the car was locked. Then they set off and left the place, because they found him at Mulago Business Centre. That's where they picked him. Since then until now, we have never talked to him. We have never seen him.
Desperate for answers, the family took the matter to the High Court, filing a writ of habeas corpus, demanding the state to produce Amos or disclose his whereabouts.
So we did file on 23rd October another application, this time indicating as the respondents the Uganda People's Defense Forces, the Chief of Defense Forces, the Inspector General of Police, the Uganda Police Force, the Minister of Internal Affairs, Major General Kahindo Tafire, and the Attorney General, so that we have a big net, so that we get a response. All the respondents did not file any affidavit, any return to account for the whereabouts of Mr. Amos Rwangomani. And the judge gave us a note of habeas corpus that they should present Mr. Amos Rwangomani, dead or alive, on 12th November at 11 a.m. On that day, they did not produce Amos, and they did not file any return. The state attorney asked for a short adjournment to the following day, 13th. Then hell broke loose.
During an interview with NTV Today, Claire Atekateka, wife of the missing Rwangomani, could barely hold back tears. She says the newly surfaced accounts from the Kenyan activists claiming they saw her husband alive inside a military facility have reopened deep emotional wounds.
Since we got information from these gentlemen from Kenya saying that they left Amos in the fridge, so the judge told our lawyer to collect all the evidence that shows that these people are the ones with Amos.
The new development surfaced after two Kenyan nationals, Njagi and Nicholas Oyoo, who were recently released after 38 days in Ugandan military detention, testified to seeing Amos Rwangomani alive at Ronyo military barracks in Kasenyi, although he had already been missing for months.
He was my cellmate. He's called Amos Rwangomani. They are looking for him. They don't know where he is.
Counsel Peter Walubiri, the lawyer representing the Rwangomani family, also condemned the continued denial by the state regarding the whereabouts of individuals who later surfaced in military custody.
This is a clear case of impunity, abuse of authority, flagrant abuse of fundamental human rights and freedoms. We hope he is safe. We hope we will come out of this alive.
The revelations also echo earlier comments by the Internal Affairs Minister Major General Kahindo Tafire, who publicly demanded the security agencies explain the disappearance of Rwangomani.
He was arrested, he's disappeared for 3 weeks. His family went to court. First time he was not produced. Second time he was not produced. Yesterday they went to court. You know what the authorities told us, including Muzei Chiriwachu Wanuka, vicarious liability. They said, we don't know where the man is. Oh.
There is no any institution in Uganda that has approached us to find out. Because even the minister, we also reported him. because he is the head of internal affairs.
Their accounts follow President Yoweri Museveni's remarks in Mbale, where he said the two Kenyans had been picked by intelligence officers and kept in the fridge, statements that have since triggered public criticism and raised questions about the treatment of detainees.
They were working with the Chagulanyi's group, that they are experts in riots. Of course, with our very good intelligence system, we picked them up. And they have been in the fridge for some days.
Waluwili emphasized that the new revelations from the Kenyan nationals only strengthen the family's case, further exposing the government's failure to account for its actions.
Amos is not the only person in this situation. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of other Ugandans that have been abducted, that are in illegal custody, that are under torture, and we are behaving as if all is well. It's not.
According to Atekateka Claire, these political statements mean little compared to the daily agony of raising their family alone. She says this burden has become too heavy to bear.
I'm struggling feeding the kids. Now this time they have not gone to school. I'm on my knees. I beg. If the state is the one holding this gentleman, they should at least release him or let them put him in court.
The court is set to deliver its ruling on December 5th on the matter, and with these new revelations, the family hopes the judge will order security agencies and the state prosecutors to account for Rwangomani, while we called for urgent action to ensure justice for Rwangomani and others like him.
We hope that armed with that new evidence, the court will then make binding orders for the government of Uganda to release Amos Rwangomani.
Rwangomani's disappearance joins a growing list of alleged abductions and secret detentions, especially as the country heads towards the 2026 general elections. Betty Mudondo, NTV Tonight.